An alligator high up a tree, a shark walking across dry reef on its own fins, a fish gliding through open air, no water in sight. None of these should be possible. All three have been caught on camera. For over a century, one rule about alligators seemed absolute. They stay low. Water, mud, the occasional riverbank. That's the whole territory. Then footage started surfacing from swamps in the southeastern United States. An alligator, more than 10 feet off the ground, balanced on a branch. It sat there still, watching the water below like it belonged up there. In 2014, biologist Vladimir Dinets and his team at the University of Tennessee confirmed it. Crocodilians climbing trees as high as 13 feet, gripping branches too narrow to just rest on. They do it to regulate their body temperature, catching sun or shade at exactly the height they need. They do it to survey territory too. From that high, a reptile can see for miles around its own swamp. The discovery forced wildlife agencies to rewrite what a safe distance from an alligator actually means. Because if the ground isn't safe, the branches above it aren't either. Sharks are supposed to need water. Constantly moving, gills pulling oxygen from the current, helpless out of it. That's the rule most people know. Then divers started filming something that broke it. A shark, using its fins like legs, crawling across exposed reef at low tide. It crawled in a slow, deliberate rhythm, straight out of the water and into the shallows. These are epaulette sharks and their close relatives, a small family of species that have adapted to survive brief stretches out of water entirely. In June 2026, researchers Dudgeon and Jess Blakeway confirmed a newly identified species doing exactly this in Papua New Guinea, bringing the known number of walking sharks to 10. 10 separate species, all quietly crawling out of the ocean, on fins, whenever the tide leaves them behind. Something that's supposed to drown out of water, walking through the one place it should never survive. A fish is supposed to stay beneath the surface. That's the entire premise of being a fish. Flying fish never got the memo. When a predator closed in, most fish tried to outswim it. This one launched straight out of the ocean. Its fins, oversized and rigid, spread out like wings the second it broke the surface. It didn't just leap, it glided, covering distances longer than a football field, skimming the water's surface with its tail for an extra burst of speed mid-flight. Some have been recorded gliding for over 650 feet in a single motion, entirely airborne, entirely out of its element. To a predator underwater, it was like watching prey disappear into a world it couldn't follow into. For a few seconds, the fish wasn't a fish at all. It was something else entirely. Something the ocean couldn't reach. An alligator that left the water behind for the trees. A shark that learned to walk when the tide walked out on it. A fish that turned the sky into an escape route. Every one of them had a rule they were supposed to follow. Every one of them broke it anyway.